Well, good morning everybody. It's Monday morning again, and it's 1 month into my challenge, and I'm about to get onto the scale, so let's see how we've done. I believe last week I was 498.8. Let's see what we've done. 490.8, so another 8 pounds this week. Okay, talk to you in a minute. Well, good morning everybody. You saw that I've lost 8 more pounds, exactly 8 pounds this week. That makes it 39.8 pounds. I'm 2 ounces away from 40 pounds, but it is what it is, so 39.8, and I'm happy with that after my first month. I'm going to get a little deeper into who I am and what it's like to be obese or morbidly obese today. In an earlier video I mentioned how things come natural to smaller people that are very, very difficult for the obese people. But it's not just health issues that are damaging for the morbidly obese, but it's also things that happen in everyday life that can crush your spirit and your dignity, being this big. And I know because I've lived it, and to some extent I still am until I get my weight off. I said before that I live my life in the shadows. An example is watching your daughter play soccer, but not on the sidelines cheering with all the other parents, but as far away as you possibly can, and still see sitting in your car even, just because you don't want her friends or her peers to see you, and her go to school the next day and get teased about her big fat dad. Or going to Disney World or Universal Studios with your children, and having to rent a motorized vehicle just so that you could go around the park with them and watch them come out of their the exhibits and the rides with that look of excitement on their face, and come running up to you and say, Dad, you should have seen that. It was this and it was that. You should have seen it. And you smile and you enjoy it with them, but inside you're dying because you know you should have seen it with them. And that's another moment with them that's lost, that's gone. Let me think here. I got it all written down because I knew I was going to be emotional, so bear with me. Then there are the things that cause the loss of dignity, if that wasn't enough. Like having to wake your son up from a sleep early in the morning when you're going to work, just so that he can help you put your socks on, because you can't bend over far enough to do it. Or having to pull up a chair to the stove so that you can prepare dinner for your kids, because you can't stand up long enough because your back is so sore. So you're sitting at the stove and the counter, eye level with the burners of the stove, cooking. It's not a good thing. Or how about walking into a crowded room and actually a hush comes over everybody as you walk in because you're so big, and you actually see them nudging each other and nodding like, look at this guy. It's probably natural instinct for them to do, but it's heartbreaking for the person that's experiencing that. Or being how about being invited out to dinner by your friends and making the lame excuse that you can't make it because you've already scouted out the restaurant and seen that it's nothing but booths or chairs with arms on them, and you know you won't be able to fit. So you don't want to embarrass them or yourself, so you make up an excuse not to go. That the list goes on and on and on and on and on. It's not fun. It's not a way to live. It's just getting by. You're just existing. Your life is just passing you by. I'm 56 years old, and most of my adult life was just existing, just like I was saying. Well, I have the blessing of waking up this morning. I have another day ahead of me, and I'm going to make a change. I'm going to make a change, and I'm going to enjoy the rest of my life. And I can't change what has happened, but I can and I will change what the rest of my life will be. Which brings me into my saying for this week. This is probably one of my favorite sayings, and I believe it applies to this. Regret for the things that you have done can be tempered with time. It's regret for the things you have not done that is inconsolable. I don't want to regret missing the rest of my life. I want to enjoy the rest of my life. And I can relate to so many of you out there, and we can all make a change. It's not too late or impossible, but you can't wait. You cannot wait. You have to make that change now. You have to take control now. Thanks for all the support, by the way, from all my friends on Facebook and my VISALUS family and my friends in general. I do appreciate it. And just my quick tip for this week, water. The heat this week has made me realize how important water is, and for the people in general, and for dieters in particular. And I know I know personally why water is good for you, but I'm going to read it here right off of something that I found, just so that I don't miss anything. Drinking water may be the most important piece to the weight loss puzzle. Water contains no calories, no fat or cholesterol, and is low in sodium. It is nature's appetite suppressant, and it helps the body to metabolize fat. Current research shows that low water intakes yield an increase in fat deposits. Conversely, high water intake reduces the amount of fat deposits. Without enough water, the kidneys cannot function properly. As a result, some of their workload is pushed off onto the liver, in turn preventing the liver from operating at peak levels. How does all this tie into weight loss? Because metabolizing fat is a primary function of the liver, and because the liver can't function at peak levels when taking on the added workload of the kidneys, less body fat is metabolized and more is stored. This leads to either weight gain or reaching a plateau of weight loss. To increase your ability to metabolize fat and lose weight, you should drink plenty of clean water to improve your kidney and liver functions. So there you go. It's not water washes the fat out of your system. There's way more to it than that. So drink lots of water. It's a no-brainer. And I had a good week. It's almost 40 pounds. I'd like to call it 40, but it's 39.8. I hope everybody has a great week and get started now. And I'm doing all this with the magic of VISALUS. Call me.